Never be afraid to start and go after what you want. We are always going to encounter fear, and we are always going to be faced with a decision. To push past that discomfort and to chase our dreams, or to stay imprisoned in the cage of normalcy. Always, always fearlessly chase your dreams, because the worst thing that can happen is you fail, and if you do, you will get back up and try again. Figure out right now what that thing is that you've been postponing. Maybe it's starting a small business, maybe it's starting a YouTube channel, maybe it's going on a trip by yourself. Most of the time we tell ourselves excuses as to why we haven't started these things. We're not ready, we don't have the right lighting, we don't have the right background, we don't know the next steps, so how could we even start? We have to learn a little bit more before we start doing something. Or a crowd favorite, we have to do this, this, and this before we can even start doing this. And then this, and this happens, and guess what? You still don't start doing this. Now ask yourself what the real reason is that you haven't started that thing that you've dreamed of starting for so long. I know exactly how you feel about this thing you want to start. I know that every time you think about it, you get this itch to start it, but then the itch gets overtaken. It's overtaken by your fear, your imposter syndrome, your limiting beliefs, your self-doubt. It's overtaken by your negative programming, that negative internal dialogue that immediately tells you that you can't do it. It immediately gives you 1,000,001 excuses as to why you're not ready to start this thing. You're not capable. You're not worthy. You don't know enough. What makes you think that you can speak on this subject? What makes you think that you are special enough to start a small business? There's so many small businesses and most of them fail. What makes you think that you're special enough to start a YouTube channel? There's so many YouTube channels and most of them fail. And they fail because they haven't bulletproofed their mindset. They don't fail because they don't know the next steps. They don't fail because they were rejected by all of their peers, because they started it and then everyone is like, boo, you suck. That's not why they fail. They fail because they let their own negative programming take over. You need to bulletproof your mind so that anytime that bullshit comes up, those limiting beliefs, those self-doubts, those fears, whatever it is, you have this invincible shield up and you are no longer overtaken by those things. I wasted 4 years of my life just asking for clarity and guidance because I just wanted somebody to tell me what the next steps were. I was faced with so much analysis paralysis. I had all of these decisions to make. I didn't know whether I wanted to go left or right. So instead of choosing a path, I just sat right in the middle. And I sat and I just waited and I hoped that somebody would just make the decision for me. Libra gang. But in all seriousness, though, that is what a lot of people will do. They'll start something, and then the second that they're faced with something that they're unsure of, they'll quit. And it's not because they needed more education before they started. It's not because they needed to watch 6 more YouTube videos on how to grow your YouTube channel. It's because they don't trust themselves. They don't think that they're worthy to be pursuing the thing that they're pursuing. And subconsciously, their internal dialogue is telling them, you are going to fail. You shouldn't be doing this in the first place. Go back to your normal life. Like I've said before, your subconscious mind, your negative internal dialogue is talking shit to you. You're gonna let it win? If somebody was bullying you in school, you would have just sat back and been like, okay, fine, just take me, just bully me, I don't care, I deserve it. That is weak. That is a weak mindset, and that is not going to get you anywhere. It's time for you to realize your worth and realize that you're not going to have all the answers. You are going to be faced with trials and tribulations. There are times that you are going to face analysis paralysis. You're not going to know what decision to make. But instead of sitting there and being flaccid in your life, you are going to stand up strong and erect. I don't know if I should cut that out or not. I'm going to keep it in. And you're going to make a decision, and maybe it's the wrong one. But at least you didn't just sit there like I did for 4 years asking for somebody to make the decision for you because I didn't have any faith in myself. You are going to gain that faith in yourself by sitting with yourself and getting to know yourself, by going inside instead of doing what the majority of the population does and goes outside. You are going to go in, and it is not going to be an easy journey. Doing work on yourself is not an easy journey, and it is constant. Every single day you climb up a hill, and there are some days when you fall off a cliff, but you are going to get right back up because you know that you're capable, you know that you're worthy. You have these dreams, and if they're coming up and you have that itch, it's time for you to share that with the world. You are ready to share your gifts with the world. You might not feel like you're ready. You may never feel like you're ready, but you are going to push past that discomfort and do it anyways. Because 99.9999% of the time, nothing's gonna line up and be just right for you. I still didn't feel ready to start a YouTube channel until I started it. And even when I started it, I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but I know that I have a bigger goal and a bigger dream for myself. And I have the utmost faith in myself and my gifts and my abilities, and I know that I'm going to achieve this. I'm not delusional in thinking that I'm not going to go through trials and tribulations. It's not going to be a roller coaster ride. I'm not going to fail every once in a while. I'm not delusional in thinking that I'm not going to have days where I get massive amounts of imposter syndrome and I don't want to do anything. All of that happens, but I've done work to bulletproof my mind and not let it take over anymore. All of that shit is going to come up, but you need to be able to overcome it and quiet it. You're going to overcome it by getting to know yourself, by starting to speak to yourself more kindly, because we have such a negative internal dialogue that doesn't get us anywhere. You're going to start doing things that make you happy and stop looking to external sources to make you happy. Stop comparing your life to other people. Stop looking at what other people are doing and thinking that that's also going to make you happy because it looks like it's making them happy. Get back in touch with you. The fear, the self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, the limiting beliefs, they are not valid. They are just trying to keep you safe, but in reality, keeping you safe is keeping you stuck in this life that you're miserable in. The sooner you start the thing that you want to start, the sooner you're going to start living the life that you've always wanted to live. You have to start it in order to know the next steps. Nobody's going to come down and bless you with clarity and guidance like I thought they would. You have to start and try and fail and iterate. And you have to bulletproof your mind to any kind of doubt, to any kind of negativity, to anything that tries to stop you. You were born with a gift, and it is your purpose to share that gift with the world. And the longer you wait to share that gift, the quieter and quieter the desire will get to share it. The more out of touch you're going to get with what your gift is, and the less likely it is that you're ever going to pursue it. The perfect time to start is right now. The perfect time to start is the present moment. You don't need anything else. You need faith, you need a strong mindset, you need a knowing of yourself, you need a vision, and you need to start. I love you guys so much, and I know that each one of you is so freaking special, and I just want to see you achieve everything that you've always dreamed of achieving, because you're all worthy of it. You all deserve to live the life of your dreams, and I know for a fact, if you're watching my channel, that you're gonna make it happen. And on that same subject, if you're watching my channel, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Watch some of my other videos, but after you watch some of those other videos, don't just watch them and consume them and then not do anything about it. Watch them and consume them, and then take some freaking action. Nothing's gonna happen in your life unless you take action. Don't just sit there like I did for 4 years asking for somebody to take the action for me. I just wasted 4 years. I don't want you to waste 4 years. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you every single day, and I will talk to you very, very soon.